Welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Jessica Klein. First, on the local scene. The Minister of Health of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Clair Prince, during a news conference today, said that the technical and financial assistance from Taiwan has been a tower of strength as SVG strives to reform its national care system. The event, hosted by the Embassy of St. Vincent and the Grenadines in Taipei, saw Minister Prince expressing appreciation for the sustained support from Taiwan for the country's National Health Reform and Resilience Initiative, which involves the construction of a new state-of-the-art hospital just outside of Kingstown. According to Prince, the Annisville Acute Care Hospital is scheduled to open in 2025. The health, the health minister also thanked Taipei for its assistance in the fight against non communicable diseases, which are the biggest cause of death in the Caribbean. Currently, St. Vincent and the Grenadines have a diabetes prevention project financed by Taiwan, and Taiwanese technical specialists are working with local health professionals to figure out how to prevent, manage, and treat diabetes. According to Prince, Taiwan's Mackay Memorial Hospital is also training healthcare staff in St. Vincent and the Grenadines on the development of prosthetic legs. The press event was planned by St. Vincent and the Grenadines Embassy for Prince, who was in Taiwan for the 2022 Global Health and Welfare Forum, which took place from October 30th to 31st in Taipei. Prince is scheduled to leave Taiwan on Wednesday. The Georgetown Magistrates Court has issued a bench warrant for a wounding accused 1 week after his trial was suspended because he twice complained of feeling unwell. Magistrate Bertie Pumpy issued the warrant for Clyden Savage Cato of Dixon on Monday. 1 week earlier, Cato was being tried for wounding when he complained twice that he was feeling unwell, and the magistrate adjourned the trial. However, on Monday, when the matter was called, Cato was absent and was still not present when the matter was called again just before the end of the day sitting around 11:30 a.m. Cato was originally charged with attempted murder, but on August 22nd, prosecutor 817 Stapleton told the court he was withdrawing that charge. Instead, Cato appeared before Pumpy on the same date, charged that on November 27, 2021, at Spring Village, Georgetown, he unlawfully and maliciously wounded Hiram Ryan of Spring Village, to which he pleaded not guilty to the charge. At Monday's sitting, Charles asked the court to issue a bench warrant for Cato. The magistrate issued the bench warrant and adjourned the matter to November 14th. Still on the local scene. Thanks to La View Boutique Hotel and Beach Club, in association with Otak Group Inc., over 100 women will benefit from breast cancer screening. La View Hotel concluded its month-long activities to raise funds for the breast cancer community with a handing over ceremony held on Monday, October 31st. General Manager of La View Hotel, Mr. Karan Rana, highlighted the activities throughout the month of October, which included 2 hope walks, a pink soiree, and a pink brunch, of which all profits will be donated to the breast cancer screening at Health Solutions Inc. Otak Group Inc. donated a sum of $10,000, which was then matched by the directors of La View Hotel. Mrs. Nicole Major of Otak Group Inc., a Florida-based construction company, said, "Before we arrived in July of 2022, our company, which is based in Florida, owned by Mr. Aaron and Donna Cato, one of our pre-arrival meetings with them, they really wanted us to look for an opportunity to give back to the island. When we noticed La View's campaign for breast cancer awareness, we knew that we wanted to jump on board with them." Mrs. Major highlighted that the contribution is part of the company's humanitarian project funded by the US government. Stanley Freitas of Health Solutions Inc., while thanking Laview Hotel and Utak Group for their generous donation, stated how proud the company is to be associated with the initiative. In the region, 70 high-level delegates from 7 countries were brought together by the Korean World Bank Partnership Facility and the government of St. Lucia to attend the Universal Health Care Flagship Caribbean Knowledge Exchange Conference. The conference, which took place from October 25th to 27th, discussed critical topics with an aim to build a more resilient and sustainable health infrastructure, thus improving the quality of health care. St. Lucia's Minister of Health, Moses Baptiste, highlighted the importance of knowledge transfer. This event supports a regional Caribbean dialogue to spark regional collaboration and knowledge transfer. He said our successes and challenges in the areas of non-communicable diseases, hospital services, and health management information systems will be shared. These topics have been prioritized to support investment decisions and policy reforms in the broader Caribbean countries that are embarking on health system reforms. The Korean World Bank Partnership Facility has over the last few months financed technical assistance to support reform initiatives. Minister Baptiste said universal health care is an ambitious goal. It provides avenue for unity, global health financing against poverty, and reducing social inequity. It is the hallmark of government's commitment to improving the well-being of all citizens. More on regional news. Trinidad and Tobago has now recorded 509 murders for this year, following the death of a Malvern father to 3 girls 2 days after being shot by 2 male relatives early on Saturday. Noel Femrin, age 47, was allegedly shot by the suspects around 1:30 a.m. at Hillside Road, Morvant, and was warded at hospital for 2 days in critical condition before he died. Officers were alerted about the shooting on Saturday and arrived to find Femrin lying on the ground with his hands and feet tied with several gunshot wounds about his body. While being transported to the hospital by officers, Femrin told them 2 male relatives had threatened to kill him the night before. He also disclosed that the men returned around 1:15 a.m. on Saturday armed with guns and robbed him of 2 televisions before forcing him into a car. They then drove him to Hillside Road, where they dragged him out and placed him to kneel in the middle of the road before shooting him. The suspects later drove off, leaving Foreman to die. Relatives yesterday described the tradesman as the life of the party, liked to lime, liked to drink, and liked to have a good time. Speaking at the Forensic Science Center in St. James yesterday, one of his relatives said they had no knowledge of whether he had been threatened by anyone before the shooting on the weekend. This same relative, when asked how she felt about the crime situation, which had now snatched her loved one, she responded immediately, "It is out of control." And on the international scene, Nigeria has been declared at high risk of importation of the Ebola virus following the outbreak of the disease in Uganda, according to official authorities. Though the West African country does not share a common border with Uganda, the Nigerian Center for Disease Control says the high level of risk to the country is due to the large volume of air travel and the mixing of passengers, especially at the regional travel hubs in Nairobi, Addis Ababa, and Kigali airports. The health authorities say they are on alert with a number of measures put in place to prevent and mitigate the impact of a potential Ebola outbreak in Nigeria. These measures include increased surveillance and screening of passengers at airports. Nigeria has also issued a travel advisory telling its citizens and residents that they should avoid all but essential travel to Uganda until public health authorities have determined the outbreak to be contained in the Eastern African country. This has been WFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.
Used tires sale. Buy 3 used tires and get 1 free on selected sizes at the